Interestingly, Henrik Ibsen's ancestry can be traced back on both his mother's and father's sides to a single family, the Telemark family. This fact about his family proved to be very interesting to Ibsen, as he always fascinated his parents' strange, almost incestuous marriage. Ibsen therefore chose incest as a subject matter in many of his plays. While incest was not a subject matter apparent in Hedda Gabler, it makes me nevertheless wonder if the illicitness of his parents' marriage is a parallel to the illicitness of the marriage present between Tesman and Hedda, in which Hedda essentially emotionally cheats on her husband with both Judge Brack and Lovebird through her incessant flirting. Ibsen's sister describes her mother as she was a quiet, lovable woman, the soul of the house, everything to her husband and children. She sacrificed herself time and time again. There was no bitterness or reproach in her. From this quote, I felt that Ibsen's mother was a woman who was very much satisfied as her only roles being a mother and a wife, and from accepting that this was her life, was able to give all she had into being a good one at that. I found it very interesting that the independence-seeking, bold female lead in Hedda Gabler is very much the antithesis of what I envision as Ibsen's own mother. Moreover, while Ibsen's family initially were financially well off, his family later experienced major financial distress and were forced to move. I feel that this experience deeply influenced Ibsen's portrayal of women. I feel that this illustrated to him the false pretenses that society held at this time, believing that women are only safe and secure if they are married to and under the care of their husbands. However, Ibsen saw that his father's financial downturns resulted in his mother no longer being safe and secure. Ibsen was not successful at his initial attempts at playwriting. His first play to be staged was in 1850 and received very little attention. He wrote multiple plays in the following years, which were all unsuccessful, but nevertheless continued in his pursuit towards being a playwright. Ibsen's family, his wife and one child, therefore lived in poor financial conditions, and Ibsen grew increasingly disappointed with his life in Norway and moved to Italy. After learning this about him, I felt that his own life paralleled the life of Hedda in some ways. Hedda was very disenchanted with her own life, much like Ibsen was with his own. It makes me wonder if the adversities in his life ever resulted in him becoming depressed and seeing suicide as his only option the way that Hedda did.